There are those of us who like to venture to the unexplored, to see the beauty in the strange and unknown. Those of us who go out there with a sense of wonder. If you're one of us, and if you want to explore more of this great planet, we're ready to take you there. It's time. Turkish Airlines. Widen your world.
It all began in the Ukraine back in 1931. For more than 8 decades, this outdoor test of an archer's skill has played out on many of the world's great stages. London, Paris, Berlin, New York, Beijing, and Belek have all hosted the best with bows and arrows. Now that duty's been bestowed upon Denmark and the iconic city of Copenhagen, one of the most diverse spots on the planet, at least at this moment in time. A record number of 96 countries brought more than 600 archers to this World Championship event. Armenia, Bangladesh, Moldova, Israel, Estonia, and many, many more have all come to Scandinavia seeking precious medals and a place in the record books. Wherever in this world you might be watching, Velkommen, Ni hao, Hola, Konnichiwa, Dzień dobry, Merhaba, Privyet, Shalom, Guten Tag, Bonjour, Buongiorno, good day mates, and aloha. Welcome to Copenhagen's Christianborg Palace and the 2015 Archery World Championships. Along with the Jersey girl, Lucy O'Sullivan from the United Kingdom, I'm Carl Arky, bidding you a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching us. We're glad to have you and yours joining us for our live shot-by-shot coverage on Archery TV. Lucy, so glad to have you here. We would prefer to see you out there on the field of battle, but the winds of Denmark have blown you here into the broadcast booth, so we're glad to have you with us. It's going to be a great afternoon. We're going to see the likes of Albina Loginova. We're going to see Sarah Lopez. Crystal Gauvin will go for a world title, but I think the two big stories this afternoon are in those gold medal matches. Stefan Hansen going for a gold medal, and Kim Yu-ni could make history for Korea.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm really, really excited about the Stefan Hansen match. He's shot incredibly well this week, especially throughout all of his head-to-heads and stuff. So that's going to be really, really good to watch. And of course, you know, Korean in the compound gold medal match.
Exactly.
Which is, exciting things.
And Kim Yu-ni has a chance to become the first Korean to win a compound gold medal at the World Championships.
Exactly. Yeah. And obviously, we all know that they're a massive force in the recurve, you know, conditions, and going over into the compound teams now. It's going to be one to watch.
It's going to be interesting to see how the archers who did not compete in the team competition this morning adjust to the surroundings and the settings here. This is an absolutely wonderful atmosphere here on the Palace grounds, in fact the Palace Square, and so I think it's taken some of the archers a little bit of time to get adjusted once they come out here. Well, we're getting set for the action. It's mixed team competition first, and this is the bronze medal match between Russia and South Africa. South Africa first out of that passageway known as the King's Gate here at Christianborg Palace in Copenhagen, Denmark. South Africa, this duo defeated Croatia by 2, Slovenia by 5, then lost to Korea by 3. So they make the long walk up to the shooting line, and in just a moment we'll introduce you to the duo from South Africa. They've come a long way to compete and have had a good week here in Copenhagen.
They're always such a strong team as well. You know, any competition, you know that South Africa's going to be in at least one medal match. So I think my bets might be on them. I'm not sure.
Care to put the money down right now?
Oh, shall we?
So, there you heard it. Lucy O'Sullivan is betting on Sarah Cornelius and Patrick Roux. Sarah Cornelius, ranked 88th in the world, has won just one match and has a chance here for some glory, along with Patrick Roux, who's 42 years old and is ranked 43rd in the world. Has a little bit more experience, obviously. Now they'll take on a very experienced and very successful team from the Russian Federation. This team defeated the Netherlands by 5, Denmark by 3, and lost to France in the semifinals by only 1. So,
Close matches.
Albina Loginova, of course, those who follow the sport
It's a
know
legend.
all about, yes, she
Absolute
is
legend.
a living legend who's devoted her life to the sport of archery. Started off shooting recurve, made the change over a decade ago, and it has worked out marvelously for Albina Loginova on the left. And when she teamed up with Alexander Dombayev, they really took off. These two work really well together and have had a lot of success.
And I was on the bus with them this afternoon. They didn't look nervous at all, just so focused.
Just another day at the beach.
Just another day.
Just another day at the beach. So, we're set for action. If you're just joining us this morning in the team competition, it was Korea winning the women's team bronze medal, while Ukraine came from behind against the Netherlands in a thrilling match to win the gold medal. And then in the men's competition, Iran did the same thing, came from behind against Canada and beat them in a shoot-off to win the gold medal.
That's the great thing about these, you know, team rounds, and any of the head-to-head matches. Actually, you could be 3-4 points behind, and as long as you just keep your calm, you know, you can pick up the points and win.
There's always a chance.
It's not over until the fat lady sings.
So they tell me.
It's a 9 at 9
Sarah
o'clock.
Cornelius shoots
Have a look down
first
there in the screen, you can see exactly what
and
I'm
lands
Okay?
in the
Well
9
done.
ring.
Nice, Sarah. Nice start.
Sarah
And
coming in
Patrick.
averaging about 9.5 points per arrow.
When you finish,
And
you
here is
step off.
Patrick Roux, who had only competed outside of South Africa once before coming to Ogden in 2012, and now he is well known on the international stage as X marks the spot on his first shot.
Be interesting to see how Russia open up. I think if, you know, the 10's the first arrow, it's going to give them so much more confidence.
Loginova veers off to the 9 side. And now here is Alexander Dombayev, who's 26 years old, ranked 7th in the world. Won the individual bronze and mixed team bronze medals in Poland last year.
На час.
Now,
Саша, на час.
follow through.
So the wind's picked up a little bit this afternoon compared to this morning. This morning it was only about 0.5 miles, and now it's 2.5. So obviously if they've been practicing on the practice field, the other side of this palace, it's going to be completely different to when they get into the stadium.
Have a look in the screen. You can
It's about a quarter mile
Okay.
from this shooting line to that practice area.
Yeah.
So
It's
quite a
quite
bit of
far.
difference.
10,
Good look at Patrick Roux.
8, 7.
Давай.
Well done.
So we'll have to wait and see whether that's
9 to
2
the
10s and 2 9s or 3 9s and 1 10 for South Africa.
Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up. You can see that she's just struggling just a little bit.
Have a look at the flags coming out.
Yeah.
8 на 5.
Obviously affecting that shot, which ends up in the red ring. It's an 8.
She won't be happy with that.
Давай,
No.
Саня. 10,
Of course, the wind has been a factor all week long here in
7,
Oh yeah, for sure.
in Denmark.
Yeah.
5.
Doesn't seem to bother Dumbayev. He drills it.
Yeah, it's really interesting because obviously Denmark is known for most of their energy is made by wind power.
33%.
There you go. So that's quite a high percentage.
It is. In fact, I did my homework on this, Lucy. I got so interested after we had the conversation the other day. I went and looked it up, and it's 33% of their electrical usage and consumption.
wind power.
It comes from wind power. So
Great place to hold an Archery World
exactly.
Championships.
It comes as no surprise. The wind blows here in Denmark.
Yeah, so
It never
I
blows
think-
on Jersey, though, does
No,
it?
well, it is by the sea the whole time, so yeah, it's quite windy.
So Albina Loginova, not pleased with that 8, obviously. Albina, of course, one of the legends in this sport. Won a world championship in 2011 in Torino, as well as 2009 in Korea. Won a silver medal at the 2007 World Championship in Leipzig, I should say, and then the World Cup Championship in Edinburgh in 2010. But here off to a
good
little bit of a
CV.
shaky start.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it will phase her though. I think once she's got her sight set, she'll be fine. She's such a strong archer as well, you know, because she's really quite tall and she's got really heavy poundage as well. So, you know, all of her arrows seem to be less affected by the wind than say someone like me of my stature.
Smaller stature, yes. The wind seemingly has died down for just a moment as Loginova will take her first shot of the second end.
So she is, you can see she's struggling here, so. Yeah. So I think basically she needs to just shoot her shots as quickly as she can, you know, as quickly as possible, wait for a drop in the wind,
В центре.
shoot the shot as quickly as you can. And that's the only way you can kind of, you know, get through the windy situations.
9 на 2.
Go.
Там же.
Follow through.
Откуда? Давай.
Yeah, so it's
Have a good look where it is.
the wind is
What's the
affecting their
follow
shots
through?
now, so
Okay,
both girls have dropped low. So all they need to do is, you know, try and cope with the situation, push as much as they can into the bow. Just hope that the shot goes off as fast as they can.
10 on the 10.
Nice.
Давай.
On
So
the number
Patrick
10.
Roux with the 10 right there. And South Africa,
close.
midway through the second end, has a 3-point lead, 55 to 52.
Сразу выходи. Да.
Nice arrows.
Once again, using the cumulative scoring system to decide the mixed team matches, as well as the individual matches we'll be seeing this afternoon.
It's a lot harder to
10,
win the matches
8, 7,
when they're a cumulative score, I think, because
4.
if you do get, you know, 1-7
Молодец.
in the set points, you can just write that off. It's fine. You just start again for the next set.
Strong arrow.
But with these, the cumulative points, you know, with a 7, you've dropped 3 points there already.
One bad arrow can turn the whole match around.
Completely.
Поверху на 2 часа.
So the Russian Federation finishes off strong with a 10 by Dumbayev. And
Pretty
now
ready.
Sarah Cornelius.
Watch
She needs to
time.
shoot a little bit faster.
It's 8,
Held a little too long, you think?
Yeah,
10.
definitely. Yeah.
9, 8,
Oh, he's got 7
7.
seconds.
Yeah, did not
Six.
leave Patrick Roux much time. He
It's
doesn't
exciting.
seem to be too...
3, 2.
Oh,
Absolute
wow.
legend.
And the crowd gives him a
Crowd
big
is
round of applause.
Absolutely going mental there.
Me, I'd be fiddling around with
I
the
have
arrow.
no idea what I would have done with that. 8 seconds to draw up and shoot an arrow.
Trying to get the knock on the string and get it
You'd have
all
got all
together.
stressed out.
Yeah, pulled it back, trying to find the bubble, trying to, yeah. No,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think I could have done what he just did. But
He
that's
is
why he's
very
there.
calm, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he was saying that, you know, his team average is so high. You know, for his 720s and stuff, in South Africa, they just train all the time. They've got such a high level of competition over there. It's just, you know, it's amazing to listen to them and their selection shoots. It's just so calm.
I would imagine, though, his heart rate did go up a little
Possibly.
bit right there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. With 8 seconds to pull back your bow and shoot a 10.
The bird's eye view provided by the eye in the sky here at the Palace Square, Christianborg Palace, in the heart of Copenhagen, Denmark. Great crowd on hand. Had a great crowd this morning. They've come back this afternoon. Sellout crowd, packed grandstands, enjoying the competition on a beautiful day here in Denmark.
Especially when things like that happens. That really gets the crowd going.
Oh yeah, got me going.
Yep.
Давай. Давай, давай. 10.
Nice.
Сань, молодец.
Beautiful
So she's
shot.
back.
Stuck that one on the 10 ring.
The X.
Now here's Dombayev. Drifts
Сын сверху.
very high on him.
Strong
Yeah.
arrow, good
I
follow
couldn't have
through.
called that. It didn't look like a 7. But that's the trouble with this week. I found that a lot of people, you know, they said that they felt like their shots were 10s and they were just drifting off. So, yeah, the wind has played a massive factor in this World Championships.
Nice X, Spider. Well done, yay.
Down the middle
Nice
for
arrow.
Sarah Cornelius.
Breathe.
I like that coach's
Breathe.
breathe. Just breathe.
Good advice.
It'll all be okay.
9.
Хорошо, давай,
So
Альбина.
two good shots right there by South Africa. Now back to Laginova.
Such a beautiful backdrop as well.
Давай.
Christianborg Palace, dating back several centuries, been rebuilt about 3 times.
Oh, well.
Great history. Home of the
9
parliament
на
here
3.
in
Далёко.
Denmark,
Yep.
well as the Prime Minister's
Право на
office.
сил. Таня, 8.
Do you think he's
7.
looking?
6.
He's
Could
watching
be
out of his
looking
window
in.
now.
Absolutely.
3, 2.
He's not having a good time today.
8
No,
на
it does
3.
not look like he's having a good time. Alexander Dombayev, that's a 9 and an 8 after a 7. So not a particularly strong end for the Russian Federation.
So 8, 9. More than 8, 10 o'clock.
Oh, he's given him too much. He's given him too much time now. 16 seconds.
15,
Oh,
So long.
it's an eternity.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Nice.
Hey, I'll take it.
He's such a strong shooter.
Well done. Nice. Breathe, 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 breathe.
And you can hear the coach from South Africa telling
Yeah.
Sarah Cornelius to
To breathe.
breathe.
Is that
Just
nerves, do you
breathe.
think, or?
The air goes in, the air goes out.
Exactly.
You have to breathe.
And they're analysing their shots. They probably just can't figure out the wind at the moment. So, sometimes it's nice to, you know, obviously have a teammate so you can just sort of analyse and, oh, my arrow's going there and yours are as well, or...
Patrick Roux has been here before. Looks calm and cool and composed. Now let's take a look at the form of Albina Laginova. Super slow motion. You can see that arrow in flight. One of the things
Amazing.
that we didn't factor in this morning is you look at that shot right there, midway down the building, there's the passageway that's known as the King's Gate.
Of course.
Now, there could
Wind's
be
coming through
wind
there.
coming out of that area as well.
And down at the end of the stadium as well, there's a big kind of gap where there's some flags, and the wind's coming in through there as well. So we came by here last night with Adam Ravenscroft, and we just had a little look, and we just thought that was probably where most of the wind will be coming through.
And affecting
Creating
those
a bit of a
arrows,
swirl.
which might explain why people think they've shot a 10 and it ends up in the 8 ring.
Exactly.
Давай,
Exactly.
носи вперед. Поехали. Давай, Саня.
So the Russian Federation has its work cut out for it. Dombayev, who performed well at the 2013 World Championships in Belek, opens up with a 9.
Doesn't look too happy. I think, you know, once they start plugging away some 10s, they might just get a little bit more confidence back, and then you just need to wait for the other team to make their shots.
8.
It's not going to help.
8 на 10.
Struggling, to say the very least. And they changed positions. They had Loginova starting off the ends.
Yeah.
And this time it was done
That's
by
true.
Nice 10.
Sarah Cornelius, rising to the occasion, just 31 years, oh, excuse me.
Well done. Breathe.
Albina is 31 years old. Sarah, much younger, much less experience, obviously. Patrick
Yes.
Roux,
Yes.
a rock right now.
Yeah, he's on his target, you know, look how solid his shooting is, especially in this wind.
He's punched a lot of holes in those gold rings.
Exactly.
Девять на 4.
Dombayev.
Be a little bit nervous if I was Russia now.
Но справа, все справа уже надо
The
поправить.
Federation trailing by 4 midway through the match. 4 ends in mixed team competition. 2 arrows per competitor in each of those ends. 16 total shots.
Now go.
And right now, the Russian Federation has
Finishing with
taken
the 10.
12. So here is Sarah Cornelius, ranked 88th in the world.
It's an 8. I'm calling it an 8, maybe.
I think
Calling it an 8.
she could just be a little bit nervous, especially if her coach keeps telling her to
10,
breathe.
9, 8,
Relax.
How is he doing
6,
this?
5, 4, 3.
How has he done that?
That's why he's out there. Patrick Roux, almost oblivious.
Amazing.
And
4
he
seconds
puts
to
it
go
away.
and just drills a 10. So, South Africa there. I think they won.
Clinches it. Patrick Roux with some strong shooting right there. And you were right. You
Yep.
called it.
I did. I don't know how.
You had your money on South
I
Africa.
did. We should have actually put money
We
on it
should have
then.
actually. I gave you the opportunity,
Damn
Lucy.
it. Next time, next time.
All
Oh no,
right.
career in France.
First round's on me. There you go. So Lucy O'Sullivan called it. She likes South Africa's chances, and Sarah Cornelius and Patrick Roux able to handle the breezes or the winds of Denmark. Patrick Roux, the study and concentration, and a lot of his shots had to be taken with the clock running out on him.
Ticking clock.
Ticking clock, ticking down, and he was able to handle the pressure.
Sarah Cornelius was ranked 88th in the world.
88th in the world,
Yeah.
and she has just scored the biggest victory of her career. This is only
Yeah.
her second international competition. She was in Antalya 2 months ago where her team finished 9th. She wound up 17th individually. Did win a silver medal at the South African Championships back in 2013, but of course to come here to Copenhagen and win a bronze medal in the mixed team competition, that's got to be the highlight of her career so far.
I think it would be. Yeah, I mean, to do it at home is completely different to doing it internationally. I know that South Africa is so strong, you know, nationally, because especially in the compound division. But yeah, to do it in front of this crowd in a foreign country against, you know, the Russians or any other country, it's totally different.
Great look at the setting here, the stadium, which was erected over a 3-day period of time. And the fans and a lot of the athletes have packed those grandstands. We saw Danny Brown up there in the grandstands. As we get set now to move on after the bronze medal match, now we move on to the mixed team gold medal match. And this will be Korea taking on France. And you see the team from France out of the King's Gate first here at Christenborg Palace and onto the Palace Square. The French team this week scoring a 7-point win over Venezuela, then defeating the United States by 8 points and squeaking by Russia by 1. So 3 solid wins right there over Venezuela, the Americans, and the Russians. And on to the stage to compete for France.
That's some big teams to beat as well, especially USA. They're so solid in mixed team events and everything.
And Venezuela was a big factor this week here at the World Championships as well.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, they must be feeling quite confident.
Amélie Sansoneau, 18 years old, teamed up with the 46-year-old Dominique Genet. We'll tell you more about them in just a moment, but first, here's a good look at the team from Korea. And Korea, with a strong week as well in mixed team competition, defeated Mexico by 2, Italy by 4, and then South Africa by 3. And this team features Kim Yoon-hee, who's one of the real stories here today in compound competition at the World Championships. She's in 3 events. This morning she picked up a bronze medal in women's team competition. Here she's going for a gold medal, and she'll also go for the individual gold medal later this afternoon.
I think she'll be quite happy with her performance this week, to be honest.
It's been a strong week for her.
She's so young as well.
21 years old, Kim Yoon-hee, ranked 38th in the world, and she's teamed up with Kim Jong-ho, 21 years old. Youth definitely served in Korea. They have so many strong archers. They're so young. And they just keep producing more and more and more as Pierre-Julien Deloche up in the crowd, anxiously awaiting this match, watching on.
So, of course, last year at the Europeans, he was with, I think he was shooting the mixed teams. So, it's all changed for France this year.
So Kim Yoon-hee to lead off for Korea, the first of 4 ends. Again, 16 total arrows for each team. And Kim Yoon-hee just off to the left in the 9 ring. Followed by Kim Jong-ho, ranked 12th in the world, a gold medalist at stage 2 on Talia.
Yep. I think that was the first gold for Korea in the compound divisions. Obviously the first of many.
I believe you're right. Now, here is the 18-year-old Amélie Sansoneau, ranked 62nd in the world. And there's nothing like taking your first shot on a stage like this for the first time.
Yeah, it's going to, you know, the nerves are going to be pounding, and you can build up so much pressure on yourself as well. It's quite difficult, you know, even if there is no pressure on yourself. It's how you deal with the crowd and
everything going on around you.
Exactly.
It is a big stage, and the bright lights are on. Dominique Genet's been there before, and you can see he comes through with a 10. And so France is only trailing by 1 after the first 2 shots.
Yeah, and Genet, like, to have the 18-year-old with the 46-year-old, it must be really nice for her because, you know, Genet's won 12 bronzes, 2 silvers, and 6 golds in his career. So,
is that all?
You know, you've got that experience behind you. Yeah, is that all?
Dominique, one of the big names in this event, in this sport. So Korea finishes off strong after 3 9s. Kim Jong-ho comes through with the 10. Sarah with her second shot. And a better effort there.
Definitely hear the crowd picking up for these matches.
So now Genet, 46 years old, took off much of last season, came back strong, still ranked 10th in the world right now. And you can see why.
2 10s for him.
Very little seems to phase Dominique Genet.
Yeah, he seems like a cool cucumber.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
As you watch him, you can never tell.
Cool as a cucumber, that's it.
He may be up by 10, he may be down by 10,
just
and you
can't
would
tell.
never
You
know
just
by
can't
looking at
tell.
his face. No.
I find the Koreans are quite like that as well, though. They're
Poker face.
yeah, really, really good at it. And it's yeah, it's quite intimidating, I suppose, if you're
You would have
trying
to
to go
tell me.
against them.
You'd have to tell me that.
Yeah. Okay, they're quite intimidating.
They're quite intimidating, yes. Lucy O'Sullivan, of course, shooting for Great Britain in the compound.
Although I didn't get knocked out by a Korean. I got knocked out by the girl from GBR, Naomi Jones.
Well, I'll let you two settle that then. You can discuss that
Such a
amongst
good archer.
yourselves.
Such a good archer.
Great pictures here provided by Hit the Roof Productions out of Geneva. Bringing you all the pictures, the sights, the sounds, as the sun has now started to go down behind Christianborg Palace, leaving us in the shade and the shadows, but I would assume maybe a little bit better for the archers in terms of the lighting. It was a little bit hard, I thought, this morning in the harsh sunlight for them to see that target.
Yeah, you saw a lot of the archers wearing sunglasses and things, or pillar glasses when they were shooting. So, yeah, obviously the sun was direct, in their eyes and stuff. But this will be better, although they're probably, with the wind, probably getting a bit cold.
Wind is definitely starting to pick up. Was not much of a factor this morning. Another strong shot by Sansoneau, who began shooting internationally just 2 years ago. Sansoneau looking for her first medal. And she will get one. The question is, which color will it be? Looking down the barrel right there with Dominique Genet.
I always find the bronze medal matches are much more intense than the gold medal matches, because in the gold, you're guaranteed a medal. So, even if you don't win it, you're still like, well, we got a silver.
John Knott and I had that discussion this morning.
Oh, did
we were
you?
trying to decide which one has more pressure.
The bronze medal match has more pressure, for sure. My personal opinion.
Okay. So I've got you down in that column there. Bronze medal match.
Yes, tap.
I'm guessing that was a 10. Coach seemed really excited there.
There's usually little doubt. Getting better and better and better as she settles in. Now Dominique Genet.
Much better shooting from them there. Still trailing by 2 points. See Stefan Hansen in the background there.
Taking notes.
Going for gold later.
Mm-hmm. Kim Yoon-hee dancing around that 10 ring.
Yes, tap.
And right on the line for Kim Jong-ho.
3 seconds on the clock. So, yeah, I think Korea may just have it in the bag, but obviously, as we saw this morning, anything can happen in the last few rounds.
2 of the 4 matches saw comebacks.
Yeah.
So midway through the match, 75 points for the Korean pair of Kim Yoon-hee and Kim Jong-ho. And 74 points for Team France. as Genet and Sansonneau. Sansonneau starting to lighten up and loosen up a little bit right now.
Yeah, I think, you know, once you get your first few tens, she finished with, what, 2 tens? Or France finished with 2 tens, so, you know, it kind of just gets you in the swing of things. And only 1 point down now, so they'll be feeling a lot happier about that. I must say the Koreans have got such a beautiful technique. It's really nice to watch as an archer.
What do you admire most about their technique?
It's just the sort of follow through and the finish of the shot. The shot execution looks perfect. Well, to me personally, it just looks fluid. And I suppose it's more like a recurve shot actually. So, you know, they really push and pull on the bows, and it just, everything just kind of action reaction. It's quite elegant, I suppose. Elegant shooting.
And 8 to start off this end for France. And Dominique Genet trying to rally his team. Needed a 10, got a 9. So look of concern on the face of both of the archers right now.
Yep.
Here in the third end. They know the situation.
They know Korea is going to be tough to beat. You have to get 10s to beat them.
And you can't make mistakes. Kim Yoon-ni has been solid. Not spectacular here in this mixed team match. Mostly in that 9 ring. Kim Jong-ho, dead center. Almost dead center. And they go up by 3 now, 94-91.
Looking quite happy about that. So consistency is key in these matches. You know, if you could just hold the 9 ring, generally it's enough.
Sansonneau does just that. Anxiously watching her teammate, Dominique Genet.
5 seconds on the clock.
Doesn't phase him a bit.
Not at all.
Dominique Genet, who started this year with a bronze medal at stage 1 in Shanghai. Won a team bronze medal at Belek in 2013 at the World Championships. Back to Korea.
Shooting.
Kim Yoon-ni says, forget about that 9 ring.
Is that the bells?
Sounds like it.
Yes!
Back to back,
Nice.
actually 3 straight
39 out of
10s.
40. Yeah, they'll be happy with that.
So dire straits right now for the team from France. Korea in great position to wrap up the mixed team gold medal. 2 years ago, it was Italy winning it. Sergio Pagni and Marcella Tonioli defeating the Russian Federation for the mixed team gold medal in Belek. And then in Torino in 2011, it was the same pair, Sergio and Marcella. That time, a 2-point win over the Netherlands. But we will have a new world champion this year in 2015.
Yeah.
And it appears to be Korea unless France can really rally.
The trouble is the French team look a little bit defeated already. And it isn't over until it's over. So, you know, if you can try and get your body language positive and, you know, just keep plugging away, anything can happen. But Korea look so much more in charge of the situation at the moment, just purely on body language.
Great look at that arrow in flight. After the release by Kim Jong-ho.
I think that is the bells. The bells of Copenhagen.
For whom do they toll? Sansonneau with another 9. Dominique Genet. Who just missed out on winning a bronze medal at the World Cup Finals in Paris back in 2013.
Yeah. That would have been quite cool for him on home ground.
And the home ground right in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Looked beautiful.
So Kim Yoon-hee
Yes, sir.
Coach is happy with that.
closing in on her second medal of the day. Had a bronze this morning in women's team competition.
They look so confident as well. So, you know, even just how they're standing, talking to the coach, they, you know.
Just comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very excited. Of course, that adds more pressure to Amélie.
Amélie Sansino, who will win her first international medal.
Yep.
But it appears it will be a silver medal as she finishes up with a 9. These matches go so quickly.
They do, yeah.
And I hear that from each athlete, especially the ones who are out here for the first time.
Don't even realize that it's happened.
Oh, it's over?
Yeah. But I was only just getting started.
Right.
9-9-9-9. Such a beautiful shot. Needs a 4 to win.
So a 4 will get it done, and I think
They might just have this.
just might.
Possibly.
Could he do it with his eyes closed?
I don't know. Should we ask him?
Yes.
Yes.
With his eyes wide
He probably
open.
could.
Wide open.
2 medals
10.
today for Korea already.
Bronze this morning, now a gold here this afternoon.
It's getting better and better for them.
And this is compound. Usually it's
And this is-
recurve.
Exactly. So whenever I'm asked, you know, who's the best compound archers in the world, I'll always say, you know, America. And that was always the go-to. That's where all the bow manufacturers are. And now it seems to be Korea as well. So I always say Korea for the recurves, but now they're looking like a solid force for the compound archers.
That's 2 compound medals here today at the World Championships. And as we've mentioned already, she will be back. Kim Yoon-hee will be back in about, I'd say about 15, 20, 30 minutes from now, trying to win the first compound world title, individual world title
For Korea.
for Korea in the women's gold medal match
Yeah. Against an American.
against Crystal Galvin. So a lot of interest in that match coming up.
The big one.
But some big names before that match. Sarah Lopez and Maria Vinogradova coming up next as soon as we get all the business taken care of here. But Korea certainly took care of business in workmanlike fashion. Jumped out to the lead, never really threatened, went up by 4 after the 3 ends, and finish off winning by 7, 153 to 146. So Korea takes the gold, France gets the silver, and the bronze medal goes to South Africa. Here in the mixed team competition of the World Championships 2015 in beautiful, beautiful Copenhagen, Denmark, which was established in the 10th century as a fishing village. Now it's the economic and cultural and judicial center of the happiest nation on earth.
Apparently so.
I saw that at the airport as soon as I got off the plane, so I assumed that it is the happiest nation on
The
earth.
highest rate of social mobility in the world.
There you go.
Statistically, one of the happiest countries on the earth,
Statistically,
according to cross-continental studies.
can you measure happiness statistically? I guess you can. Somebody did.
Someone definitely
Somebody
did.
definitely did.
Out of 10, how would you rate your happiness?
You had to ask.
Denmark 1.
Denmark number 1. All right, we move on to the women's bronze medal match here on Compound Saturday, and coming through the King's Gate is Maria Vinogradova from Russia, the Russian Federation.
Such a
This young.
solid archer again.
This young lady got the best of Andrea Marcos of Spain by 1, then lost in the semifinals by only 1 to Kim Yu-ni.
So she only had 2 matches?
Well, those are the quarterfinals and semifinal
I
matches.
see. Okay.
Yes.
was
I only
gonna
had
say.
so much room on my page. I assume she had other matches this week
I'm
as well.
guessing she did, yes.
That's my guess. That's my hunch. But she's been hanging out a lot this week with Albina Laginova. And
Well, ranking 15.
only 21 years old. 15th in the world, as Lucy said. Been shooting since 2011. Picked up a team bronze medal at stage 1 in Shanghai at the start of the outdoor season. Striding confidently out of the King's Gate here onto the Palace Square.
She's been there and done this
Oh,
before,
yes.
hasn't she? So,
Oh, she embraces the moment. You can tell that. Sarah Lopez from Colombia.
again, no spare bow.
Interesting, because that's proved to be a problem in the past, has
For
it not?
her, yeah, of course.
Although today there is no rain in sight.
So she should be okay.
Should be okay. Let's hope. Let's hope.
I would take a spare out though, just in case.
Just to be on the safe side. But it seems to be working out for young Sarah Lopez, 20 years old, ranked #1 in the world. Sarah Lopez, who defeated Yashin Bostan from Turkey in the quarterfinals and then lost by 1 to Crystal Galvin in the semifinals. 40 career victories already and a 75% winning percentage, which includes a
Pretty
couple
impressive.
of tiebreakers, yeah. And it's only 20 years old.
12 golds, 7 silvers, and 2 bronzes in her career.
And has set the world record.
708.
So Sarah will shoot first.
Nice opener. She's
She had
going
a
to be
little
happy
bit of
about that.
an expression of surprise almost on her face when she released it, but it worked out
Called a
just fine.
surprise shot.
Surprise shot.
Yeah. That's what you're after in archery.
I'm always surprised.
You want the bow to go off in a time period, but you don't want to be very sure about it. You want to just let it happen. I love that she's color matched her bow to her nails.
Her nails,
Or her nails
yes.
to her bow.
This is critical.
Yep. It's all about color coordination.
Oh, going for a third straight 10 instead, ends up in the 8 ring.
Давай.
So 28 points for Sarah Lopez in this first end. Oh, Vinogradova takes a 2-point lead. So the young Russian challenger, who's actually a year older than Sarah Lopez.
She beat some big names as well. She beat Jamie Van Natter to get through. Yeah. Andrea Marcos.
And only lost by 1 to Kim Yu-ni, who's going to be
In the
fighting
gold.
for a gold medal. You know, and really this is the thing that I think, and I try to stress this every time we're on, that, you know, the big part of the battle is just getting through.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, just reaching this stage, getting to the shooting line and getting to the Palace Square at Christianborg Palace.
It's a huge achievement.
It's a
You have to go
huge
through
achievement.
5-6 rounds.
Oh, sure, you have to run the gauntlet.
Yeah,
You have to fight your way through, and to get here is a huge accomplishment.
completely.
And international crowd here in Copenhagen. 96 nations bringing over 600 athletes here. And here is Sarah Lopez from Colombia, right down Broadway.
Of course, Sarah beat Inge van Kaspel
9
to
на
get
8.
through. And obviously, Inge was shooting this morning in the team rounds.
Давай.
Lopez leaves that one in the 9 ring.
Doesn't look like like there are any nerves there. Such a solid archer.
Vamos, buen ritmo. Segura y buen ritmo. Segura.
Vinogradova out here for the first time today, and Sarah Lopez finishes with 29 in this end after putting up 28 in the first end.
Окей.
But she will still be trailing by 2, which was the position she was in after the opening end, as Vinogradova has jumped out in front. The world record, by the way, set by Sarah Lopez, 150 points. That was done in July, I believe, of last summer down in Medellin, Colombia, before the stage down there.
Must be hard as well, you know, you've already dropped 3 points in 2 ends, and you know that your world record is perfect. It must be hard, you know, even dropping 1 point, you're like, ugh, can't get my world record today.
Not today.
Сказала, в голове.
Pierre Plion, Pierre-Julien Deloche, Danny Brown, John Knott, I believe I saw up in that crowd.
Yeah, so you got Germany, France, and Britain. Russia there as well.
Archery's version of the United Nations.
Yeah.
Good close-up shot of Sarah Lopez.
Давай. До конца.
Vinogradova in deep discussions with her coach
Una más.
Кривой не гляди.
during the break in action right there. Now we get set for the third end. And down by 2, trailing 59-57, Sarah Lopez to lead off. And how?
Yeah,
Vamos, una, Sara.
just found the 10.
Окей.
See, I don't know who to call on this one.
Опять, если чуть-чуть справа.
So difficult because both girls are such strong archers. You know, Lopez with all of her experience in international competitions. She's won the World Cup final in 2014. But then Maria is, you know, up and coming. 2015, Antalya, she won a silver.
Just as you said that,
Спокойно.
Vinogradova shoots a 6, and Sarah Lopez just keeps
3
pouring
tenths.
it on.
Yeah.
So if Sarah
That's where
Lopez goes on
experience
to
comes
win,
through, yeah.
if she goes on to win, that's the turning point right there.
10 с той стороны.
Yeah.
Nice response by Vinogradova, but boy, some damage has been done right there.
3 points down already now.
So a 6.
So where you think it could be all over for Sarah, it's a turnaround match.
See, you never, never, never,
Ever
never,
give up.
never, and never, ever give up.
Ever, ever,
Ever, never, never.
Руки не складывай вот так вот.
So now it
now
needs to
down by
turn
3.
around. Yeah.
Так
Yes.
вот сделай, скажи, помоги.
So it's good her coach is making her smile, keeping the body language positive.
Блин. Не по месту она сейчас здесь. Ну ничего, давай.
So Sarah Lopez with her best end, shooting 3 straight 10s, and she nods her head, says, yeah, I got it, I know it. Meanwhile, Vinogradova was rolling along until she shot that 6. And that 6 has turned this match around.
Really,
She was up by 2, she's down by 3 now.
anything can happen in these matches, and because it's, you know, 15 arrows, still quite a lot. Oh, someone's fallen asleep there.
It's nap time.
Левый держи.
Almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Copenhagen.
9 на 3.
And a 9 for Vinogradova to start off this end.
Muy bien. Vamos, sigue en ritmo. Sigue ritmo, 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 ritmo. Muy bien. Ya, muy bien.
And Lopez just keeps pouring it on.
Found the rhythm now.
She's in that sweet spot, no question about it. Goes up by 4.
Oh,
And another errant arrow, another 6. The second one here in this match for Vinogradova.
and it doesn't seem that windy compared to the matches we saw, you know, an hour ago.
So a big swing and a big reversal of fortune right now. After the 9 by Lopez, Vinogradova gets back into the groove.
Un solo ritmo. ritmo, Sara.
Yeah.
Muy segura. Segura
But
del
is it
solo
too
ritmo.
late?
Ritmo, 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 ritmo. Hasta que salga. Eso.
Lopez with a safe, solid shot.
115, 109.
Sale 9 a las 11.
So a 6-point lead now, 115 to 109. And you can see the disappointment on the
Yeah.
face of Vinogradova.
Not just shooting 1-6, but 2. Just not going to be happy with that.
A wistful look, to say the very least.
4th in the world.
And she had it going. She was up by 2 after the first end, up by 2 after the second end. Then that third end came along,
The 6th.
and the house came tumbling down.
And the 4th end as well.
Yeah. Yo, it all
I don't
happened
know-
so quickly.
Yeah, I don't know why she would have got 2 6s. The shots seem the same.
And the wind didn't seem to pick up all that much,
No.
but something went awry. Meanwhile, Lopez just stayed with it. And that's what Sarah does. She is a supremely confident archer and athlete.
Yeah. Well, her track record
Yes,
proves that right as well.
yes, it attests to that.
I think that definitely helps the pressure. You know, if you've been there before, you've done it. It definitely helps you with these kind of situations.
Держать все в линию. Хорошо, 10
It's better. But it could be too little, too late.
Sigue el ritmo.
She strikes gold, but
Buen ritmo, siempre buen ritmo.
I tend to think you're right, Lucy. It may be too little, too late. Sarah Lopez not going to take any chances, I would think, at this point. Just going to be very solid, very
It's a bit
fundamental.
twitchy. Still a 10. Oh,
One of the toughest things in sports, to forget about what's happened in the past
and then keep going.
and keep going
Yeah.
and put that out of your mind
Un toque, eso, ya.
and
4
put
10s
shots
so
into
far
10
from
ring.
the girls.
Yeah. It's a great end.
Yeah, much better shooting.
9 на 9.
Have to respect the mental toughness.
Oh, completely. You know, she won't be happy with herself, but, you know, just finish. Always finish your shots.
And Sarah Lopez closes it out.
10 10
Sarah
10.
Lopez.
Third in the world.
Big, big hug. A lot of happiness right there. And I'm sure she was disappointed after losing to Crystal Galvin in the
Yeah.
semifinals, but she was able to regroup. In fact, we saw Crystal and Sarah out here, about an hour or so before the matches started this afternoon.
Yeah.
We were chatting and looking at the field and going over things.
Yeah.
Great sportsmanship, and there's a great, great ambassador for this sport, Sarah Lopez from Colombia. Number
Done
one in the
so
world.
well.
Loving the moment, enjoying the moment, winning it by 7, 145 to 138, the final score.
Gotta feel sorry for Maria though.
She will go home with a silver medal, but she knew that that gold was in her, within her
Bronze.
reach. Oh,
Yeah.
bronze.
A few tears from Sarah. She didn't do well in Yankton at the Junior Worlds, so obviously doing well at the Senior Worlds is, you know, bring back your confidence.
Tears of relief.
I think so.
Yeah. Joy and relief.
You know, no, yeah, especially you know, especially Junior Worlds. You'd think that she would have won that really. So knowing then that you have to try and perform in the seniors, quite a lot of pressure she would have put on herself for that.
So Sarah Lopez joins a prestigious group of archers who have won bronze medals at the World Championships down through the years. 2 years ago, it was Heruru of South Africa in Belek who won the bronze medal. Before that, Torino, it was Erica Anschutz at that time, the
Yeah.
United States.
Now Erica Jones.
Laura Longo won it in 2009 in Ulsan.
Well,
So a very prestigious group of archers, now joined by Sarah Lopez as bronze medalists at the World Championships. Sarah takes the bronze medal back to Colombia. We'll be in Colombia in September for stage 4. As we get a good look right there, that is Frederick VII, by the way. Did a little bit of homework. Frederick VII.
What did he do?
Yes. Who was really the last of the monarchs here in Denmark. Established the parliament. So he was the last of the absolute monarchs, and that's why he gets a statue here outside Christiansborg Palace. Ruled from 1848 to 1863. Just history everywhere you look.
Everywhere.
Here around Copenhagen. So now,
This is the interesting match.
yes, buckle your seatbelts. We're about to go to the gold medal match. It is the women's gold medal match. And back once again, one more time, Kim Yoo-nee of Korea. Kim Yoo-nee coming through the King's Gate.
It's like deja vu.
She's been there twice before already and makes the long walk.
It's quite impressive for your archery CV. You know, 3 competitions today.
And a chance to do what
3 medals.
nobody's ever done this before from Korea, win a compound world title in an individual event.
Yep.
And that is the opportunity presented right now for Kim Yoo-nee, who got to this match after scoring a 5-point win over Natalia Avdieva of Russia in the quarterfinals, and then just barely edging out Maria Vinogradova by 1 in the semifinals. As you take a look at the stats in match play this year, she's 9-4.
Only 21 years old.
Ranked 38th in the world, and she will face an amazing woman, Crystal Gavin of the United States, who took down Toya Cherney of Slovenia in a shoot-off, and then in the semifinals defeated Sarah Lopez by 145
Tough match.
to 144.
Really tough match for both girls.
And Crystal has not been in this game that long.
No, not at all. Her backstory is incredible.
We did some homework. If I can find my homework, the dog ate it. Braden Gellantine, by the way, coaching her in the box. But Crystal Gavin was in the corporate
Economics.
world. She was a senior economist and gave up her career as a senior economist to go full-time into archery.
Yeah.
What a remarkable story.
She was
And she's-
also really good at swimming. as
She was
well.
a great swimmer. She's been in biking. She's been in crewing. She played water polo. She is just an athlete.
Such an amazing woman.
And started out in recurve.
Yeah. And she was one of the, one of the top people in the economic world as well. To give that up for this.
That tells you something about archery, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's worth it.
So Crystal Gavin of the United States in the biggest match of her career, picking up the sword and carrying the torch in the absence of Erica Anschutz, who's on maternity leave. And there's the first shot of the match. And Kim Yoo-nee. Puts up a 10 while Crystal Gavin, shooting quickly, answers with a 9.
9 is fine.
10's better.
10 is, but 10 will win you the match.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Just a little right. You're fine. Shoot great. Good job.
So Crystal shooting quickly. And here's Kim Yoo-nee.
I think she's shooting quickly just because of the wind. You know, the faster you can get your shots off, the easier it should be.
Amazing shooting by Kim Yoo-nee. And a good look at Crystal. There you go. So at a good opening end for Crystal Gavin of the United States. Crystal, 31 years old, ranked 18th in the world.
There's no pressure there. You need to shoot all bullseyes.
You know, and she
Good
didn't,
advice there.
she didn't just beat Sarah Lopez and Toya Cherney. She also had to defeat Linda Ochoa and Danny
gosh.
Brown.
Yeah, of course. My other teammate.
Yes, and what a great view. That's Christiansborg Palace from high in the sky. And there is the score for Kim Yoo-nee. Kim Yoon-hee.
상대 쏘는 거 생각하지
Her
말고
first international
계속
competition was last year in Shanghai, where she won bronze and gold team medals, and she leads here now 29-28 after the first end. She is trying to go where no other Korean has gone before, and that's to the top of the podium in compound competition in an individual gold medal match. Crystal Gauban trying to stay in her own world right now, getting in the groove.
Crystal's had to go through every single match as well, because she was ranked 20th, so she didn't have a bye. So she's had to shoot more matches than
I've always
all
wondered
of the
about
other archers out here.
how many times, though, have you seen somebody have a bye and then lose their first match?
Yeah, so it's, yeah. I think if you're in the top 8, it's a lot harder because you're completely fresh into the match. Whereas, you know, if you have at least one bye, it's a little bit easier. So
Wind picking up, getting a little bit chillier as Crystal Gauban starts off the second end with a 9. Crystal going for her 6th career win.
wind has picked up a little bit. She won't be happy with the shooting, I don't think. It's quite a lot of 9s from the girls, so obviously the wind's affected them.
There's a big shot for Crystal right there. That might be a breakthrough shot for her.
Yeah. She just needs Kim to get a 9.
And we'd be all tied up
10.
at 56. Oh, but a 10 keeps her in front by 1. Clutch shooting by Kim Yoon-hee.
History could be made here today.
No matter who wins, it would be historic for Crystal Gauban. There's no question about that. It has been a tough week for the red, white, and blue here in Copenhagen.
You're talking about Rio?
That's one of the stories, yeah.
Yeah. One of the big stories of the week.
One of the big stories of the week, Rio Wild. Unfortunately,
Wow, look at that practice field.
signing a scorecard that was incorrect and paying the price for it. That's, by the way, the showgrounds for the horses in the royal stable.
Quite a far.
Right, that is where the
distance.
practice range is. So they have to walk through that courtyard, through the building.
Under the big tower.
Exactly. Out onto the Palace Square. So 57-56, nip and tuck right now.
Focus on your process and have fun.
Have fun. That's one of the big things in archery. I think as long as you can have fun with your shot, just enjoy being there. Know that, yeah,
Good advice.
yeah.
Pays off.
You know, you're there for a reason. You're in the finals for a reason. You've done well this week. Just have fun with it now. Nothing matters now.
So as soon as Crystal
Two
comes up with the
X's.
10, an X for Kim Yoon-hee.
She looks a bit nervous. Don't you find?
Right on the line.
Beautiful shooting from Korean.
So that opens up some daylight. 3-point lead now, and Gauban's got to answer. Came close to that line, just outside. It's a 9. And another 10.
Beautiful shooting.
Going for the
happy with that.
jugular.
I think it, you know, definitely helps in front of the crowd and stuff if you've been out here before. So this is her 3rd match out here. She'll know the situation, she'll know the wind, she'll know what's going on.
Knows what to expect.
Exactly. Feels quite
Crystal.
relaxed, but Crystal is her first shoot out here.
Trying to adjust on the fly. As again, we get a great aerial view of Christianborg Palace, and you can see how it's surrounded by water. We're actually situated on an island here in Copenhagen, in the heart of the city, the capital of Denmark.
Very impressive.
By the way, I understand the horses that are usually in the royal stable, they're on vacation.
Are they?
They're on holiday right now.
Just so we can be here.
Yeah, so they're on holiday.
Where did they put them? Just gave them some train tickets and sent them off.
Sent them off, wherever horses go on vacation, on holiday.
Oh yeah, of course you say vacation.
Yes.
We went to Sweden yesterday, some of us from the Great Britain team. So we went over the bridge, the famous bridge that links Denmark to Sweden. Very impressive.
The huddled masses trying to stay a little bit warmer, as the breezes have definitely picked up now here in the late afternoon, just after 4 o'clock in Denmark. And Crystal Gauvain trailing by 4 now.
Yeah.
And you could hear Braden Galantine go
Getting
boom.
excited about that.
Yeah. Boom goes the dynamite.
Boom. You got an X.
So she picks up a point.
Yeah.
Now's back
Just like the first one. Nice
within
and steady.
3.
3 points down.
Yes. 9. Okay. Good shot.
Close, but not quite, Braden.
At least he's keeping her happy,
Yeah.
keeping her smiling.
쉽게. 그렇지. 자, 엑소.
That'll put a smile on the face of Kim Yoon-hee.
괜찮아. 정조준. Strong shot.
Well, maybe once it's over.
Yeah,
Boom. 10.
that was a fast shot.
Crystal shooting very
4 points
fast.
down.
So what will the lead be? Another 10.
He's still 4 points down.
Kim Yoon-hee is a machine right now.
확실해. 정확해. 지금 너 의심하지 마.
So exciting to watch. I think we should get more excited about this. Could have a Korean winning the World Championships
Could be
in
happening.
compound archery
History unfolding before our very eyes right now.
against USA. USA.
Who'd have thunk it?
이것도 셋이 살짝 하고
116 to 112 after the first 12 arrows. 3 arrows to go, so it's a 4-point cushion for the Korean with only 3 arrows left to shoot.
It's a big ask.
And she's about to join the ranks of Christina Berger, Albina Loginova, and many, many other great archers who have won this.
Albina's won it twice.
Yes, won it in Torino and won it in Ulsan.
Is she one of the only archers to do that
Yes,
ever?
ever.
Very impressive.
I'd say so.
Yep. Because of course, reigning champion for the men's compound, Mikey Schlosser, isn't through.
Thanks to Stefan Hansen,
Indeed.
whom we'll see momentarily. But now,
Good start. Excellent block. There we go.
Braden Galantine cheering on Crystal Gauvain.
Getting excited for those X's.
정조준 끝까지.
Ready to launch the missile.
넷이 같은.
See, of course, if she gets another 9 and an 8,
상관하지 마.
Could
and
get
Crystal
interesting.
gets 3 10s, we'd have a 1 hour shoot off.
Nice shot. Well,
Needs to
I'm
be shooting
guessing that
10.
won't happen.
Yeah,
똑같이. 끝까지 10점에 정조준.
Such a solid archer.
who's 2 arrows away from making history for Korea.
Yep,
Sticks another one.
in the 10.
Nice.
What could be the final shot
Good
for
shooting
Crystal?
for Crystal.
And if that is the final shot, she went out strong with a 10.
Yeah, of course. It's always nice to finish with the 10. Start with the 10 and finish with the 10.
끝까지.
For the gold medal,
It's a 9. It's fine.
9, that's all she needed, and she's
Yep.
got it. A 3-point
Korea
victory.
has won the World Championships in the women's compound.
For the first time ever. History
Oh,
being made
3.
right here.
She is walking away with 3 medals this week. A gold, a silver, and a bronze.
What an amazing day for Kim Yoon-hee. the latest in a long line of great archers from the country of South Korea.
Wow.
Up until about 2 years ago, I guess you'd say, Lucy, they were
Yeah, I
basically
think it
known
was
just
2
for
years ago.
recurve, but about 2
They
years
just
ago.
decided, hey guys, give us some compound bows. And I think Hoyt just gave them compound bows and said, try these.
They showed up in Shanghai,
Started winning stuff.
started winning stuff, yeah. And they win by 3 points here, 144 to 141. So actually a really pretty strong performance by Crystal Gauman. A few shots here or there that she'd like to take back,
Yeah.
but not a bad performance. But little margin, little room for error against the Korean Kim Yoon-hee.
Yeah. You need 10s to beat her.
Calmly, coolly,
Oh, it's going
methodically.
to be a happy bunny tonight.
Oh yeah. I think she's happy right about now too.
Especially when she gets on the podium.
So
When do you think that will sink in?
I think rather quickly. There's Tom Dillon, who is watching his histories made here as a Korean wins
Yeah.
a compound world title
Yep.
for the first time.
Korea there.
So the rest of the world, I think the rest of the world was already on notice,
Yes.
but even more
Yeah.
so now after this victory here.
See, now I'm excited about this match.
We're getting set for the men right now as we clear the stage, wipe the slate clean, and get ready for the guys to come out here. Last 2 matches of the day. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on World Archery or Archery TV, along with Lucy O'Sullivan from Jersey and Great Britain. Yes.
Guess what? We got a Great Britain archer in the
Yes.
bronze medal match now.
Well, as we like to say, no cheering in the press box.
I will keep as professional as I can. Apologies if I'm a little bit biased.
Understood. Bronze medal match here at the World Championships. And Camilo Cardona, of Colombia, first out of the King's Gate.
Oh, he dropped something. Of course, he's won many team medal matches with Sarah Lopez, who's just won the bronze medal match.
He got to this bronze medal match by defeating his own teammate from Colombia, Daniel Munoz, by 4, then lost by 5 points to India's Rajat Chauhan. The
Yeah.
20-year-old Camilo Cardona, who is ranked 53rd in the world. There's a good look at Camilo. 53rd in the world, 28th on the World Cup Tour. Won a mixed team gold medal at the World Youth Championships in Yankton last month, up in South Dakota.
Yeah.
Beautiful
He's
Yankton,
won
South
so
Dakota.
many gold medals, with Sarah. So he's so experienced in these kind of situations, but obviously as a team, not necessarily as an individual.
Speaking of the red,
Obviously.
white, and blue,
There's our boy.
Adam Ravenscroft from Great Britain.
Of course, his wife and his son will be watching from home.
And cheering him on from afar.
There's already been pictures on Facebook of his son holding a banner for him.
Go, Dad, go. Adam with a 1-point win over Demir Elmagachla of Turkey this week in the quarterfinals, and then fell by 6 to Stefan Hansen. Good look at the 33-year-old who's ranked 50th in the world, has 7 career wins under his belt.
What's interesting though is Adam's personal best is 710, whereas Camilio's is 698. So it's quite a big difference in the ranking rounds, but
Let's see how
it's
that
not about the ranking
translates.
rounds today, is it?
Let's see how that all translates. Camilio shooting from the left side, and Adam Ravenscroft from the right side. And Camilio to shoot first.
Bien, fuerte. Bien. Muévelos. Bien.
Both of these archers making their first appearance here on the field today
Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Yeah, great shot.
as the shadows grow across the Palace Square. And Adam Ravenscroft
Fuerte.
starts off strong.
Ritmo. 9, sube un poquito.
That's it. Set up good, mate. Good fingers. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Yeah.
Another 10 by Ravenscroft.
Good X, mate.
Be happy with that, with the little smile there. So the stars on his hat were from our selection shoots. Every time we got a 30, we got a star.
9-6. 9-6, 9-6.
He got more stars than all of us. It was very windy at Lilleshall.
So 2 10s and a 9 and a 2-point lead.
Be happy with that. He's the joker of the team, so yeah, it's quite a fun guy to have on the team with us.
These conditions, he should be right at home. It's
Yeah,
cool
windy.
in the United Kingdom.
Bit cold.
Windy, a little cold, could be a little rainy.
Yep, yep.
Meanwhile, Camilio comes from
Completely different
completely
climate.
different climate.
So I'm not sure if you can hear GB chanting right now, but we made up some chants this week.
Did I see a story where you were singing as a group, singing to him? As
We
he
were
was-
singing Twinkle Twinkle,
Oh, really?
Little Star.
What an inspirational fight song that is.
Adam Ravo, You're a Star. Oh, my apologies. Twinkle Twinkle GBR.
GBR, oh,
Adam
okay.
Ravo, You're a Star.
There you go.
There we go. If anyone's joining in at home.
So here we go, a 2-point lead for
Bit shaky there.
Ravenscroft.
He needs to get that off.
Bien, bien.
Held a long time, but it paid off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's shake of the head there. So obviously he'll want to speed up his shooting.
Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Good shot, mate. Good shot. Good shot.
Ravenscroft continues his strong shooting. Another happy landing for Adam.
So the GB archers, they're wearing the black ribbon for our coach's wife.
Keep pulling it.
Lloyd Brown lost his wife
Keep pulling. Yeah, mate.
last week.
Great shot.
So that's why that's why we're wearing the black ribbons.
Touch on, mate. That's it.
Bien fuerte, termina fuerte.
Cardona, a little wobbly.
Is that nerves or what do you think it is? The wind?
I think it's the wind.
Doesn't look as solid as he has been.
He's been in enough big matches and enough big events. I've got to think that
Yeah.
it's getting cooler as the shadows grow across the Palace Square. Wind is picking up a little bit more.
Oh, not happy.
Cardona not happy at all.
He's still got 3 more ends though. And as we've seen, there's been so many turnaround matches. You know, even the Russian against Sarah Lopez, Maria against Sarah. So anything can happen.
But Cardona in trouble right now, down by 4 through just 2 ends. And Adam Ravenscroft, big smile on his face. Looks like he's happy, looks like he's comfortable out here. His team missed out on a bronze medal at stage 3 in Antalya last year, but you look at him, he was in the top 10 in 3 events at stage 1 in Shanghai last year. Same goes for Belek in 2013. So he's been right there on the verge, on the cusp.
Yeah, yeah. He's you know, one of our best archers that we have in Britain, and he's so comfortable in the wind as well. You know, if it's all windy, you know,
that's
Adam's
the
going to come out on
advantage.
top.
You have the advantage.
Yep.
Living in the UK.
We do. We do.
Lucky you.
Why did we not use this?
Lucky you.
Adam used it.
Adams using it right now, has a 4-point lead, 58-54 going to the 3rd end. And Cardona drops a dime. Picks up 10 more points right there with that 10.
Yeah, I do.
And Ravenscroft
So 3
just
points ahead.
outside gives up a point.
There you go. That's more like Cardona.
Yeah, getting stronger as it's going on.
Yeah.
That's it. Good fingers. Just keep pulling it.
Got a silver in a World Cup as well, didn't he? Cardona.
Cardona picked up a team silver at stage 3 Antalya in 2014. And you can see him finish off with 29 points in this end. Cardona also a mixed team gold medal at the Arizona Cup in 2014.
So when Adam shoots, someone noticed that he looks down before he looks at the target. And I was talking to him this morning, he just randomly started talking about this, and he said that he thinks that he looks at the numbers, the timer, and then looks at the target.
He thinks?
But he's not quite sure.
Not sure.
No. Have to have a look at it next time. Next time he shoots.
Well, his lead has gone from 4 down to 2 now, 85-83. 6 arrows left to shoot, 2 more ends to go as he tries to pick up the bronze medal here in Copenhagen. Adam Ravenscroft versus Camilio Cardona here at the 2015 World Championships. And again, great coverage by Hit the Roof. You can see those arrows flying like fish.
Flying like fish.
Look like fish flying towards that target.
Yeah. It's also interesting that the compound arrows go up and down. The recurve ones go left and right.
Well, you compound archers just have to be different.
We do. We do.
Cardona stabs that target again.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that now. Getting back on form.
Bidding
That's
to make a comeback.
exactly what Sarah did in her match.
Yes, mate.
And now it's a 1-point lead.
It's all right.
Adam just needs to keep his calm.
Nice and easy. Back to time.
Very long shot. Oh.
A long hold, but it pays off. Again, another 10 for Cardona, who is coming back.
That's it. Nice and easy.
Can Ravenscroft hold him off?
Good shot.
Maintains the 1-point lead.
He'll be happy with that.
Three
10,
straight
10.
10s.
Good shooting.
10, 10, 10.
That was a much faster shot. It seemed like he's back on form now.
Good as gold in that end.
Good
And
shooting, Adam.
Ravenscroft, clutch shooting.
Besting him a little bit there. 2 X's.
Being challenged, and he came up with answers.
He did.
So Adam Ravenscroft, both of these archers, really impressive here in
Yeah.
this last end or two.
Yeah. 12 arrows, so 3 arrows left. There you go. Shooting 10s like a pro. To the final you will go. Duncan Busby pulling out his arrows there.
So Adam Ravenscroft being serenaded
He
here
has
by
been
his
all week
teammates
to the final.
To the finals.
You will go.
To the bronze medal match he is gone. And now 3 arrows stand between Adam Ravenscroft and that bronze medal here at the World Championship. Great view of the Palace Square here in the center of Denmark's capital. Ravenscroft started off the match strong, took a 2-point lead, bumped it up to 4 points, has given back a few points in the 3rd and the 4th end, but heads to the final 5th end with a 1-point lead.
Yeah. I wonder if the nerves have hit them yet.
Again, he held for an awfully long time.
He does. His group seems to be going a little bit, low and right. So.
Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh, nice follow through by Ravenscroft.
Simon Scott getting exciting there. So obviously Simon Scott, who's rainbow strings.
So it's back to a 2-point advantage with 2 arrows to go, and Cardona needing
Won't be happy.
10s. Starting to falter a little bit. And
After
Ravenscroft.
3 10s in the last round as well.
Adam. Right on target.
Smile there.
Bien técnico, excelente, muy bien. Bien fuerte.
Good finish.
Sí, poquito a la derecha.
So an 8 to win for Adam.
Good fingers. That's it, you good. Just keep
Ravenscroft for the bronze medal, and there it
There we
is.
have
He needed
Adam
8 to
is
win, he got a 9.
third in the world.
A 2-point win for Adam Ravenscroft of the United Kingdom.
I was very nervous there. Dread to
ahead.
think what he was like.
Can only imagine. But a good, strong match. Emilio Cardona really putting up a challenge in that 3rd and 4th end to make things more than interesting for Adam Ravenscroft. He saw his 4-point lead go down to 1, but he's able to pull away in that 5th end, excuse me,
Yep.
and secure the bronze medal for the GBR.
Amazing. For GBR.
For GBR.
Good boy, as his wife would say.
You think that's what she's saying right about now?
I reckon that's what she's saying. Good boy.
I reckon, huh? 143, 141, your final score as the bronze goes to Britain. And Adam Ravenscroft with perhaps the biggest win of his career. Of course, we've seen him win some big matches during individual eliminations in Antalya last year. He defeated Martin Damsbo, the reigning world champion.
Yeah.
World Cup champion, I should say, from Paris.
But then it's getting into the finals and winning in the finals. That's the difference. And of course, you know, he's National Series winner at home. So he's used to the pressure, but this would be completely something else.
It's a whole nother level.
I'd love to interview him after and ask him, what is this like compared to National Series finals?
Well, he was able to navigate it and get through the match and hold off the challenge when it came.
It's going to look good on his bio now.
Great reaction by Adam. And again, happiness mixed with relief. The pressure's off, and now you can celebrate. And go back and watch this next match, the final match of the day coming up right around the corner. And hats off to this great crowd that has stuck around here all day long. They have packed the grandstands, and they were lined up in the queue, as you said, before the gates even open up to get back in here this afternoon.
All to cheer on their boy.
Yes. And they're going to get their chance right about now. Here we go. The men's gold medal match here at the World Championships in Denmark. And in this gold medal match, the man of the hour, listen to this crowd.
Baby-faced assassin.
I think he's actually shaving now.
20 years old.
Stefan Hansen of Denmark, getting a hero's welcome here in Copenhagen. This morning he medaled with his 2 teammates, Martin Damsbo and Patrick Larson. Now here he is all by himself out here going for a gold medal at the World Championship here on home soil in Denmark.
He's been here all day, shooting away.
Stefan this week, 5 better than Mario Vavro of Croatia. Then defeated Adam Ravenscroft by 6 in the semifinals. 20 years old, ranked 20th in the world. And the real key this week was his win over Mike Schlosser in the shoot-off.
Who is current world champion.
Yes. When he got past Mike Schlosser, you had a feeling, he might just end up in this gold medal match, and here he is with his fellow countrymen cheering him on. And you gotta wonder if this is an intimidating setting for Rajat Chauhan of India, who comes out here trying to take down the hometown boy.
Oh yeah. I must say, when I was in the Island Games, home crowd advantage is great, but it does add a lot more pressure. you know they're cheering you on, but the pressure to win for them.
It can work both ways.
Yeah, it's difficult.
There is a little bit of added pressure, I think, when you've got so many fans who are here cheering you on because the expectations are that much higher.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's no real pressure, I wouldn't think.
Nope, not at
Besides
all.
the normal pressure on Rajat Chauhan, who acknowledges his team or his opponent and the
Yeah.
crowd here. Rajat Chauhan, a
Also
3-point.
20 years old.
Yeah, 3-point winner over Kevin Tatarin of Canada earlier in the quarterfinals and knocked off Camilo Cardona by 5 points to get to the gold medal match. He's ranked 9th in the world.
He got a bronze in Shanghai this year.
Comes in with 35 career victories under his belt. Has had wins over the likes of Sebastian Peinot, Braden Gelantine, Sergio Pagni, and Martin Damsbo. And here is Stefan Hansen, the man of the hour, stepping up just
Moving
outside the
aside.
10 ring. Chauhan, one of the few archers wearing the sunglasses.
See, these actually enhance the light.
Right.
So in dark conditions like this, you want to be shooting in the yellow glasses.
You get the
just
more
to make it
contrast, don't
brighter.
you?
That's with the blue ones.
Oh, okay.
So the blue one. So I shoot with pillar glasses, and yeah, the blue gives you the contrast. Whereas in light like this, you want to be shooting in yellow glasses just to brighten things up.
That shot brightened up the crowd here as Stefan Hansen puts his first 10 on the board. And now we're tied at 19.
I think this is going to be a good match.
It's been the one everybody's been anticipating most of the day.
Of course, in 2013, these two came up against each other in the gold medal match. Stefan beat Rajat. That's an old release aid. How much use that's had.
Got it on the line, got it to bite.
High five.
Come on, coach.
Don't leave me hanging.
Yeah, don't shine me. I think coach was preoccupied.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he had some of the, oh, I've got to give you the high five. Here we go.
Yeah. That's all I asked for, coach, a high five.
Rajat says,
You have one job.
it wasn't that bad of an end. Come on. I'm out here doing the best I can.
Yeah.
29 points for Rajat Chauhan, as well as for Stefan Hansen. So the gold medal match underway. And it's really remarkable. One of the things I was looking at, this is the second time, Lucy, since 2005 that an American archer has not shot for a compound world title.
Wow.
It's only the second time since 2005 that there hasn't been an American in this gold medal match. Last year, of
incredible.
course, or 2 years ago in Belek, it was Mike Schlosser and Pierre-Julien Deloche. But in 2011, Jesse Broadwater shot for the gold medal. In 2009, Rio Wild shot for the gold.
Against Liam Grimwood.
Yes.
I was there. I remember that well.
Braden Gelantine in 2007 in Germany. Dave Cousins in 2003 in New York City.
Wow.
Stefan Hansen just outside the 10 ring. Chauhan with a chance to take the lead. Can't do it.
Nope. Stefan looks so cool in this situation.
He always does.
Just doesn't seem that anything phases him.
No, seemingly unflappable. Ah, youth.
Yeah,
It's good to be young.
indeed.
What, me worry?
Of course, all three archers apart from Adam that were in the finals are all 20 years old. Interesting statistic there.
It is.
Oh, I wish I was 20 again.
Stop, please. I'd settle for 30.
4, 2, 6.
On the line? I would
5
think
seconds
so.
to go.
Looks like he caught the line.
Yeah, I think he did.
If he did, that's 29 points, and it would behoove Rajat Chauhan to match him with a 10, and does.
This is a close match.
It would appear they're remaining tied.
How many weights he's got on the on his side rod? Very, very back heavy bow. You have to be incredibly strong just to hold that up.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He is a big fella. Stefan Hansen on the other side, of the equation is not. However, that's the beauty of archery.
Yeah. Anyone can win. Anyone can participate.
And compete. And I believe that there are women who can compete with the men
Yes.
quite well.
Yeah. Beautiful view.
Stunning, actually. Live shot from high in the sky above Copenhagen, Denmark. Where we get another look at Stefan Hansen and his form. Almost effortless.
Yeah.
And the follow through right there by Rajat Chauhan
Back your pull.
of India. We saw Deepika Kumari in the crowd, the great recurve archer from India.
Cheering on his teammates.
Hansen first, and Hansen.
Crowd is going absolutely wild here.
Every shot.
The last match of the day as well, and it's your countryman that's going for gold. It's quite exciting. You'd wait around all day for that.
I'd pay money to see it.
I think the people did.
They did. Ah, big break for Stefan Hansen.
Or you could hear the collective sigh of astonishment there. And so close this whole match, these two archers. Wow. As Braden would say, dot. Still 9. Wow.
Look at the grouping.
And this is why he got through the rounds. I've heard that he loves the pressure as well. He loves being in front of a crowd.
And he always has.
Yeah, he's a showman.
We began to notice Stefan Hansen about 3 years ago when he first started coming on the scene, and he was the baby-faced assassin.
Yeah.
I remember when he showed up, I believe the first time I remember watching him was in Antalya about 3 years ago. And I thought, how old is he? And can we see his driver's license?
Yeah, and only 20 years old. How old was he back then?
He was about 17, I believe, when he first came to
really?
Antalya, yeah. And they won a gold medal. He did with Martin Damsbo and Patrick Larson in Antalya.
He's he's first in the world 3 times now as a junior. So once as a cadet and twice as a
Won
as a junior.
the youth championships 3 times.
That's what I mean.
Just most recently in Yankton.
As a senior.
Yeah. You're right, as a senior. What was it, a month ago or so in Yankton?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Not even.
South Dakota. What an exciting life you guys live.
Yeah.
Yankton, South Dakota, Copenhagen, Denmark.
Well, I didn't get to go to that one. I'm not a junior anymore.
No. Could have fooled me.
It's the height.
So after being tied through the first 2 ends, it's now a 3-point lead. And that 8 by Rajat Chauhan. One of the big differences in this match right now. That 8 that he shot in the 3rd end.
Yeah.
Starts off strong here in the 4th end. But it's going to be an uphill battle if
3-point
Hansen keeps
lead, yeah.
shooting like that.
He just absolutely loves the crowd as well. So, you know, having this many people behind him will really be spurring him on.
4 seconds. Yeah.
Still 10.
Strikes gold.
Yeah, I must say for the Jersey Island Games, it was like a mini Commonwealth Games, and I wasn't as cool as Hansen is in my gold medal match. Although I still won, but the pressure was intense.
You felt it.
I felt it.
Confirm shot. Control the leg.
10-10-10.
That is a terrific end.
Just got to wait for Hansen to drop points, but I don't think that will happen.
I'd love to know what his heartbeat is right now.
50. I don't know.
It seems to be. I mean, he's
150.
You can tell he's focused. He's intense. And yet he is calm at the same time. He's able to strike that balance.
Yeah, and watching him during his matches, he was so calm that, you know, he was just getting out his phone, checking Facebook, walking down to the target.
Looking at his statistics coming into this match, has an extremely high average of 9.73 points per arrow.
Wow.
It's extremely high.
Wow.
Won 75% of his matches so far. But that's...
Is that junior and senior?
I believe it is both. But it's when you look at that number, and at this level, most of the archers are in the 9 and above range on
and of course
points per arrows.
9.61 for Rajat.
Right, for Chauhan. But that's an incredible number.
Yeah.
Averaging 9.73. Almost averages 10 per shot.
Amazing.
And he may just be getting started, only 20 years old.
Yeah.
The challenge for him maybe is maintaining that intensity. He's so young, and
It's keeping it going.
keeping it going and staying with it and finding new
I'm
things to
guessing
motivate.
he's not going to go to university or anything, and
It would be nice if he
Maybe
could
he would
combine
be.
both of those things, but he's
Yeah.
so good and such a great archer. He has a
it's probably
great,
worth just shooting.
probably is. Here we are making life decisions for other people.
Confidence shot.
Got
Just
it
do
done.
archery.
Yes, just do archery.
You seem to be good enough.
Shot.
Good shot. He might have moved to sight, I think, because he's been grouping on the right-hand side of the target for this whole match. It's an incredible amount of weight. I can't get over that.
How much weight do you
Side
think
rod.
is on that bow?
Dread to think. Probably like 8 kilograms or something to hold up.
उनको सटा के लेना. Confidence
I
shot.
have to ask him.
Feeling को याद रखो.
5 seconds.
4.
Perhaps keeping it a little bit more steady in windy conditions?
Yes, definitely. So, you know, the more weight you've... the theory is the more weight you've got on your side rods or long rods, the slower the arrows move, the slower the dot moves on the target. So technically it should be better in the wind. I've noticed on some of the days, some of the men archers change their long rods to short side rods for the wind.
So here we go. This crowd has been waiting to explode all day long.
To win.
And here is the shot to clinch it, and he does.
10, 10, 10.
Stefan Hansen, world champion.
Wow. 4 times world champion.
Denmark, go crazy. They are living La Vida Loca here in Copenhagen.
What an amazing moment.
In his home country, in front
That's
of
something
a
special, isn't it?
in front of a packed crowd. I read a quote that he said, "Oh, you know, it doesn't really matter that much whether I'm here or there. I think it matters.
Yeah.
It matters now.
It
Now
matters
he
to
can say
them.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to underplay,
This may be a once-in-a-lifetime experience where he's able to do this.
win a World Championships
Sure.
at home.
At home in Copenhagen,
Wow.
in front of a packed
Can't
crowd.
quite believe that. Look, he was shaking his head. This is why I was saying, when does it sink in? For some people, it won't sink in properly until
Maybe 10 years from now.
exactly like, I won at home in Copenhagen.
That was pretty.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. Oh, shucks. Stefan Hansen winning by 4, 147 to 143.
His matches have been so high. He's had, you know, 146s.
Almost a perfect score.
148s.
He dropped a point or two along the way here and there, but
Hardly anything.
and really this was a very close match. The final score is a little bit deceiving.
So he got against Mikey Schlosser and him. They both got 147.
Went to a shoot-off.
Against Roman, 146. Against Wolfgang, he got a 146. He's gone through all the rounds as well, actually. He didn't have a bye.
So he earned it.
Yeah. 147,
Definitely earned
146, 146, 147, 148 against Adam Ravenscroft. And now a 147.
147 to 143 against Rajat
This is
Chauhan.
all out of 150 points, so really good shooting in these conditions. It's just incredible.
And stayed steady where Chauhan really had just one shot
That 8.
in that match. Yeah, that
Yeah.
really threw him off
Yeah.
and got him off target, got him off track. Had it not been for that one shot
Yeah.
that came in the third end, that's when Stefan Hansen was able to build that 3-point lead up and pull away to win by 4. So the crowd
Amazing.
filing out here at the Palace Square in Copenhagen, although many remaining now for the
I've just had a text from Adam Ravenscroft's wife, Christy. I've been saying good boy at the computer screen. I knew it.
and he was a good boy. And because of that, he'll be on the podium momentarily as we get set for the presentation of the medals. And the first medals will go to the mixed teams here in Copenhagen. And we bring back the archers who competed earlier this afternoon in mixed team competition. As we get set for the presentation of those medals, for those of you who might be just joining us right now, earlier today here in Copenhagen, in the team competition, it was Ukraine beating the Netherlands in the women's gold medal match. So Ukraine takes the women's gold medal, Netherlands takes the silver, and Korea in the bronze medal match came away with the win over Venezuela. In the men's competition, stunning comeback by Iran against Canada. Iran coming from behind to beat Canada in a shoot-off to win the gold medal. Canada settling for silver, and Denmark, including Stefan Hansen, got the bronze medal as they defeated Italy 233 to 231. Now, the presentation of the medals in the mixed team competition. Sarah Cornelius and Patrick Roux, all the way from South Africa. And they'll be going home with the bronze medal here in the World Championships in mixed team, as they scored a victory over the Russian Federation. And Patrick Roux, what a job he did
I was just thinking that.
just a little bit of time. He was kind of put into a corner a couple of times and was able to get good, strong shots off even with the clock winding down.
So well.
The team from France receiving their silver medals. Amélie Sansoneau and Dominique Genet.
One of her biggest achievements so far. She's not been shooting that long in international competitions, you know, only 18 years old.
18 years old. Amélie Sansoneau.
Potential.
62nd in the world, although I've got a feeling that world ranking will go up.
Yep.
And she picks up her first medal, and it's a silver medal at the World Championships.
Korea gold medal.
Kim Yoon-hee and Kim Jong-ho. Both of them 21 years old. And really making their presence felt in compound. Korea has been so dominant in recurve for so many years, and now flexing their muscles with the compound bow.
It's incredible to see, you know, only 2 years or something that they've just really taken to compound.
So the second medal of the day received by Kim Yoon-hee. Earlier today, she picked up the bronze medal in women's team competition. Now receives the gold medal in mixed team competition.
Crowd is standing.
So after Italy won back-to-back World Championships in 2011 and 2013, Sergio Pagni and Marcella Tonioli winning back-to-back World Championships in mixed team competition. Korea breaks that streak. Kim Jong-ho and Kim Yoon-hee teaming up and giving the thumbs-up sign here in Denmark as they leave the podium, and we will regroup, get set for the presentation of the medals to the women. Kim Yoon-hee needs stray not too far right now. As you can see, a good number of the crowd have remained here in the grandstands for the presentation of these medals. Hopefully they'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow as well, as we bring you live shot-by-shot coverage of the recurve competition. It will be recurve Sunday here in Copenhagen at the World Championships in this absolutely beautiful city.
Of course, lots of the volunteers this week are actually Danish archers themselves. If they didn't make the team, they've been helping out all week and doing a fantastic job.
Great hospitality, yeah.
Along with all of the volunteers this week, they've been absolutely amazing. Trying to search some of their names now, but
big smiles on all the faces here. The happiest nation on earth, home of Hans Christian Andersen. I went into the store the other day. Yes. Had to go and see.
Also, one of the castles in the north of Denmark is where the Shakespeare play Hamlet was based on. A little bit of information there.
There you go.
Can't remember what the castle's called at this present moment, but
so now the women filing out to receive their medals. The individual women's compound events. Sarah Lopez, Crystal Galvin, and Kim Yoon-hee.
And history was made here today.
Secretary General Tom Dillon. Getting set to hand out the medals to the young women who so richly deserve them after giving us strong performances here this afternoon. On your right, Sarah Lopez of Colombia.
Absolutely incredible archer.
With a smile that lights up, well, lights up a room, lights up a city, lights up an event. Ranked #1 in women's compound. Not the gold medalist here today, but only 20 years old, a great career ahead of her. Still going to school, still studying to be a doctor.
Wow.
Remarkable young woman,
Wow.
yeah.
Winning everything.
Almost everything
Almost
inside.
everything, and becoming a doctor.
And becoming a doctor, still
Wow.
studying.
Just like Crystal.
Crystal Galvin.
Again, one of the best economists that you guys had. Quit it all for archery.
Gave up a great job, a lucrative job as an economist in the corporate world, was a senior economist, and decided to dive into the pool and go into archery, devote almost full-time to that, basically full-time to that.
Yeah.
Great athlete.
Both amazing women.
And the same is true of Kim Yoon-hee. Kim Yoon-hee.
Our third medal here today.
And had it not been for Stefan Hansen, she wouldn't be sharing top billing on the marquee for what has gone on here today.
Yeah.
Now, because of Stefan Hansen and what he has done, she'll share that marquee with him, but what a day it's been for her. 2 gold medals, 1 in mixed team, here in the women's compound competition, and then in the women's team competition this morning, picking up a bronze medal. So what a week it has been for Kim Yoon-hee.
Yeah.
who only began competing internationally in compound a year ago, made her debut in Shanghai in 2014.
Wow.
Did pick up a team silver medal in Antalya 2 months ago on the World Cup Tour, which will resume in about a week or so in Wrocław, Poland.
Of course, they not only does she get the watch, she gets the sweets, the Saumon sweets.
The Longines Prize for Precision.
Amazing lineup.
Truly is. Crystal Galvin of the United States, the silver. Sarah Lopez of Colombia, the bronze. And Kim Yoon-hee of Korea winning the gold medal and completing a strong, strong week, becoming the first Korean, male or female, to ever win a compound world title at the World Championships.
Wow.
So as you've said, it is history in the making that we watched here this afternoon on the Palace Square.
Incredible.
And look how many have stuck around and
watch
remained. Yes.
The Danish
Delight. Yes.
win in Denmark.
And the crowd enjoying every moment of this. And waiting to hear their national anthem being played.
So what's been your favorite match today?
I think, you know what, when I look back on it, I've got to say, I think it was really in the team competition earlier in the day.
Yeah.
I love the match where Ukraine was able to come from behind against the Netherlands.
Oh, of
All due
course,
respect for the Dutch archers, but Ukraine, an amazing job of coming from behind a very young Ukrainian
we were watching
team.
that, I couldn't believe it.
And then Iran.
Yeah.
What a tremendous job they did against Canada. Yes. I thought those were my two favorite matches of the day. But then again, watching Stefan Hansen and Kim Yoon-hee.
It's got to be up there.
This ain't a bad job here, Lucy.
It's pretty good.
This is a pretty good gig, yeah.
Get to travel the world.
And see these archers. And watching Adam Ravenscroft too.
Oh.
I mean, what a joyful and a delightful thing that was.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of him. I know his wife is. She's already texted me.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
As she said. She's been yelling at the computer screen all day.
You know, he's going to come looking for you and me a little bit later on. But that's all right. No, it was fun to watch Adam Ravenscroft. In fact, that was a good match. I thought Cardona really gave him a run for the money.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with Cardona's 30.
He fought him off. And there is Adam Ravenscroft.
The trendsetter.
Yes. Well, I like his hairdo, his hairstyle. In fact, I wish I had that much hair.
It's been told off. Yeah, so the black, black ribbon there as well.
Yes. And again, our
nice.
condolences.
Mr. Lloyd Brown.
But what a great smile on the face of Adam Ravenscroft.
He's happy. What's on his hand?
Rajat Chauhan.
He's got so much potential as well, only 20 years old.
Got great strength.
Yeah. I want to know how much his bow weighs.
strong,
Heavy
physical.
bone.
Yeah, big, strong, physical guy. And an archer who may very well be on top of that victory podium one day. But today, that spot belongs to one man, Stefan Hansen of Denmark. And listen to this crowd as he's announced.
I've had to mute that down. Are those his parents?
His parents have been with him so many steps of the way. And I believe that those were his parents, I believe. But this is something money can't buy.
Nope. What a nice
Stefan,
prize.
it's okay, you can smile.
Yeah, it's done. It's finished now. You've won.
This is the stuff dreams are made of right here. That 20-year-old young man is the source of great national pride, and you could see it in the faces right there.
Oh, and he's getting them to come up onto the podium with him. That's nice.
There's the smile. Someday Stefan will be able to bring his children, maybe his grandchildren, and there's Martin Damsbo, who's commentating on Danish TV. But someday Stefan will be able to bring his kids and his grandkids, and they'll be able to stand right here on the Palace Square, and he can say, you know what?
I won a World Championship.
I won a World Championship here. There were grandstands, there were lights, there were cameras,
everything.
there were helicopters overhead. Lucy O'Sullivan was here commentating.
Carl Arky was here.
We were all here. And the kids will go, huh? Really? You? You, Grandpa? Yes, Grandpa. It may be a long time off, but what a great golden moment it is for Stefan Hansen. And what a great day it has been.
What an
here.
amazing World Championships.
And you know, as you watch the national anthem being played and Stefan Hansen and the crowd singing along, it's so interesting to see how sports can be a unifying force
Completely.
for people and bring people together. Obviously,
Completely.
sports is not life and death. This
No.
is the toy department of life. But it's such a wonderful thing to see people brought together and unified by something like this.
Just the replays of today. What
Bring
a great
back-
day it's been.
Oh, it has been, and it's all captured right here in this clip. Cardona.
Didn't look too happy with that.
Cardona came back and made life tough for Adam Ravenscroft. But in the end, it worked out all right for the good boy from Great Britain. And it worked out very well for Stefan Hansen,
Yeah.
who was
Show
able to come
target.
through. And you said it before the match, not easy with all these people here, with all the expectations.
Yeah.
A nation looking at you, expecting you to win here at home.
It is a lot of pressure. But, yeah. You can do it.
He can do it. He came through and didn't break a sweat.
Look at them.
Just after 5 o'clock here in Copenhagen as the sun starts to set behind Christiansborg Palace. What was your favorite match of the day?
I think the Adam Ravenscroft match. Obviously. No, I really,
Not to
really
be biased, yes.
I really enjoyed watching Crystal Govan and King Young Hee.
Well, we'll
Amazing.
pick this conversation up over a pint or two. Lucy O'Sullivan, so great to work with you. We appreciate you helping us out here today. Lots up for grabs tomorrow on Recurve Sunday at Christianborg Palace in Copenhagen, Denmark. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wow.